Let's get underway, and let's go ahead, guys. I'm going to do kind of like we did on the earlier panel. I'm going to ask you some general questions, and then I'll have some individual specific questions for each of you that may be more tailor-made to each of you. Yes,
I have a question to the audience. May I ask that?
Absolutely.
How many of you have ever seen a better presentation on what David gave us just this past hour?
Wow, yeah.
I've known his father and traveled the world with him for several decades. Don and Molly are old friends. But I can tell you, if he was here, would he be proud of that performance? I have spent a lot of time on Wall Street. I've served on 12 boards. I'm not unlettered in these issues, and I've never seen a better, more cogent, more penetrating, more useful presentation in my life. So I just take my hat off to you, David.
Well, David, I guess in light of that, we better let you answer this question first.
No pressure.
We'll start on that end and work our way back in. How's that? And by the way, it was very informative. Thank you. Okay, David, we're going to let you go a little bit deeper, but then you touched on it. Why should we prepare? Why should we prepare? Doesn't that circumvent trusting in the Lord?
Yeah, I think the one word that probably comes to mind for most of you, as it does for me, is that stewardship factors in to the way we live our lives. And we're always trusting the Lord for outcomes, but we still have responsibilities. I prepare the business to encounter different issues in the future. I prepare my children to be ready for life. I prepare in so many ways. I mean, when you think about the future and its uncertainties, we deal with this every day. And it's not a question of faith. It's a question of responsibility. We have faith that God will bless and provide and protect, and we trust that His grace is sufficient. But that's it. I think it's imperative that we look at the world in which we live and respond thoughtfully to it. And that doesn't necessarily mean withdrawing from the world in which we live. As either scary or as ugly as it may be, we still need to be a voice of reason, a voice of hope, a voice of encouragement, the light on the hill. So we live as if the world is going to be fine and there won't be challenges ahead, but we do take other things into account. I mean, talking about prepping, I don't consider myself a prepper, mainly because I grew up in a family where those are things that we did 20 years ago and quit thinking about 20 years ago. I don't dwell on it. I don't think about it. And you won't find me in Walmart. But you will, if you looked in my basement, find just about everything that you might find on a Walmart shelf. Plus a few other things. But I think once you address the issues, you can go on and live your life and not be concerned about it. I mean, it's a little bit like fixating on traffic fatalities. You know, you put your seatbelt on and you drive. Get on with life. Don't think about the seatbelt and the potential, the odds of seatbelt failure, and just get on with your life. But do what you need to do ahead of time, and then get on with your life.